Let's launch it anyway. And we're a little late getting this one going. Anyways, I'm trying to whiskey whisper, beer whisper for the purposes of this video. Having some issues with Facebook. Apparently, I rubbed some far right wingnut wrong, and they turned me in for a meme that I found on Facebook. Anyway, I do love the fact that the right wing nuts feel the need to call those of us that aren't right wing nuts snowflakes when they're the ones that get pissy about fucking everything. Anything they disagree with, they turn you in for. So I got turned in for a meme that I found on Facebook. I didn't make the damn thing. I found it there. I reposted it, and then I got turned in for it by some candy ass far right piece of shit right wing nut. Anyways, I digress. Fucking candy asses. Anyway, they don't have the balls to say anything to your face, right? There's not one right wingnut on the planet that's got the testicles to say something right to you. No. They'll just turn you in and then call you a snowflake for disagreeing with them, even though they ain't got the balls to actually admit what they're upset about. Because they're all candy ass, whiny ass, piece of shit, ignorant motherfuckers. Anyways, I digress. I'm hoping to get turned in, as you can see. I'm hoping that same piece of shit, candy ass, far right wing net will turn me in again. No, the truth is, I'm hoping that same candy ass piece of shit will have the balls to confront me personally, but I know they won't do it because they don't have the guts. Anyways, I digress. But I digress, man. So what's bringing me back down is the Belgian style Abbey Ale from Martin City, out of Martin City, Missouri, Kansas City area. Let's just say, fuck. I can't believe it though. I mean, they're sending me all sorts of stuff, calling me all sorts of names. But when I respond back, they turn me in. So I got flagged on Facebook for a meme that I found on Facebook. I'm just reposting something that I already found, and somehow it becomes my fault. Really? Which I wouldn't mind so much if that same candy ass actually had the balls to confront me directly, but they don't have those kind of testicles. Because those people that are going to support Trump nuts, a known racist, a known rapist, a known serial predator, somebody that tried to overthrow the government. Now, if you're going to support somebody like that, clearly you have no morals to start with. You have no integrity left. There's nothing morally right about you anyway. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that somebody of that nature turned me in. It's lunch. Anyway, anyways, I digress. And that's kind of the truth at this point. I mean, anybody that would still support Donald Trump nuts clearly has abandoned all integrity. They have no morals left. They have no integrity left. They have no backbone left. If you're still supporting somebody like that, there is nothing morally right about you at all at this point. There's no point even having a discussion with you because you've abandoned all reason. It's that cognitive dissonance, right? You decided that you don't care that he's immoral. You don't care uh, that he's corrupt. You've just decided that everything about him is okay with you. So you're going to be all right with anything he does at this point. You've abandoned all reason. You've turned your back on truth, facts, and knowledge to support a man who has no backbone, integrity, or morals whatsoever. It's a nicely done Abbey style ale. It really is. Martin City's doing some great product. I really like them. 7.2%, I believe that says. Let me show that to you. There we go. Anyways, I digress. But I digress, man. So, yeah, I was going to pour myself a little bit of this Gully Town. I want to do two Kansas City products or Kansas City, Kansas City area products, let's just say, with the Martin City beer and this Gully Town from North Kansas City. I'm going to pour myself about an ounce and a quarter here. I'm going to set that down. Once there was a way to get back home. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. And I will sing a lullaby. Anyways, I digress. Got that song stuck in my head. Lord, they're gonna carry you that way. Anyways, slut shit. Anybody have any questions or comments? Put it up on the screen. I've been banned from Facebook for the time being. I can't post a live video because, somebody got their panties. Oh, man, right wing nuts, man. They are the most fragile people on the planet. I swear to goodness. It just, it kills me that they want to call everybody else a snowflake, but they're just fragile, man. Everybody else is a snowflake, but please don't disagree with me. I'm fragile. Fucking candy ass motherfuckers. There isn't a Trump supporter left on the planet that's got any morals or integrity left. I mean, they've all abandoned logic and reason for the ramblings of a madman at this point. It just makes no sense whatsoever. But they've gone all in, right? At this point, anybody that's supported him cannot back down now, right? Because they've already gone all in. They can't back down now. Because then they'd have to admit they were wrong all this time. And there's not a one of them that's got the backbone to admit they were wrong. They've hitched their wagon behind somebody that they know is immoral, that they know is corrupt, but they can't change now. It's too late. It's too late to back down. Anyways, I digress. Cilantro. Man, this stuff is just insanely good. It really is. So they had two products, right? Let me show you the other one here. I'm hanging on to what I have left of this one. This is their American single malt whiskey. Both are aged 5 years. The big difference is the aging process, though. And I'm going to show you both bottles of whiskey so you kind of see what I'm talking about. If I can get them both up there where you can take a look at. Look at the pigment, how dark this one is, how light this one is. Yeah, because this one really looks the color of say an Irish single malt, where this one looks more like an American. And they're very similar products. The difference is in the aging, where this one really is aged more like you would age an Irish whiskey. And it tastes a lot like an Irish whiskey, an Irish single malt, I should say. So I'm hanging on to the rest of this until about St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to finish it off then, because again, it really closely resembles an Irish single malt. As I magically went from one pub to another one. Did you see that? Tom, where'd you go? Yeah, I was transported. Anyway, I was transported from here to there. Anyway, I digress. Mercy. Mercy. Anyway, I'm a bad man. I keep getting in trouble on social media, man. I just can't help it. I was recently kicked out of Twitter and then let back on, but with a caveat. Now I have the same issue with Facebook. So the right wing nuts, man, they get their panties in a wad so easily. Yeah, Musk nuts Twitter, formerly known as Twitter X. I mean, they might as well have gone full swastika because that's clearly what he meant when he called it X, right? He wants to put a swastika up there so bad, so he calls it X, right? And he says he's about free speech, but he's really not about free speech. It's about hate speech. Because if you disagree with him, you get flagged like I did, but you can drop the N word, all day long, and you're not going to get flagged ever. But if you disagree with the great Oz, you're going to get kicked off like I did. And then the same shit's happening on Facebook because you disagree with those fragile candy ass right wing nuts, and you get kicked off. Trump nut supporters got no balls whatsoever. They're all just. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, this stuff is just gorgeous. Oh man, that's some good whiskey. Very sweet initially. That American single malt, though, man. I love that 100% malted barley. That stuff is just gorgeous. It's a little chewy. In this particular case, in those new bourbon oaks, man, it just soaks up all that goodness, right? You got those big, bold spice flavors of the spice, the vanilla, and just everything. And then the other one, which is in used bourbon, so it reacts more like a single malt Irish. It's a little lighter, that smooth, sweeter one kind of vibe, as Irish whiskey is known to be. Where this one is big, it's chewy, it's bold. Oh my Lord, it's amazing. It's some good stuff, man. You set that down over here. Very sweet, almost like some big brown sugar notes. Because you feel like you pick up some molasses in there. Big bold oak and spice in the finish. It's not unusual if you're going to find some dark fruit notes in there. Almost feels like you pick up some fig. Once there was a way. Anyway, got a song stuck in my head. I can't get out. To get back home. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. And I will sing a lullaby. Anyway, I digress, man. Wow. Take a little pause for the cause. Just set that down for a second. I'm gonna pick this whiskey back up. My Restless Spirits glass. As you can see, Restless Spirits, North Kansas City. I had a great experience there at their tasting room. We're next to what would they call it? Chicken and pickles, or pickles and chicken, or some shit. Where they're known for pickleball and chicken sandwiches, I guess. I'm not sure why that's a combination, but apparently it is. I don't get it either, but nevertheless, you got a big pickleball course. They're known for chicken sandwich. Anyway, hey man, I don't know. Makes no sense to me, but nevertheless, remember the 70s, man. Remember the 70s and 80s when everybody was playing racquetball? Feels like that's what pickleball is now. Everybody was playing racquetball in the 70s and 80s, and racquetball's gone. Although I feel like racquetball is more efficient than pickleball, right? Because you could build those racquetball courses because there was a bunch of them back in the day, especially in California. I mean, they were built right on top of each other. So it seemed like a better use of space than pickleball courses, but or courts or whatever they call them. Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I've seen pickleball; it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And I'm kind of curious what the hell happened to racquetball because it felt like everybody was playing racquetball in the 70s and 80s, and all of a sudden it was gone. I never understood why there wasn't, tournaments or, it would just seem like it was like an amateur sport. It was like, businessmen would play racquetball, but it never had this organized sport thing going on. But there were racquetball courts everywhere in California. I mean, there was these big things that were just kind of stacked up on top of each other. And of course, I remember a lot of us would kind of, because you pay to get into these things, and we just go in there and not play racquetball, just go get hammered. And maybe that was the problem with the racquetball courts, is that's what people were doing. They were just putting their quarters in it and going in and getting drunk. And I don't know, man. I'm just curious. I mean, I don't understand the pickleball craze. I guess it just doesn't make sense to me. Racquetball seems like a much more efficient sport. And like I said, it was really big in the 70s and 80s, and all of a sudden it was gone. And I'm not sure what happened to it, why it just disappeared, just like that. It's kind of like the businessman kind of thing. Everybody, they go play racquetball and these big racquetball courts everywhere. Now racquetball, nobody knows what racquetball is anymore. Now you got these big, pickleball courts or whatever they are. And they don't seem very efficient to me, though. Somebody was talking to me about that the other day. So you gotta shag the balls, and racquetball you didn't. Sooner or later that thing was going to quit bouncing. You just wait till that ball quit bouncing, and then you go pick it up. You didn't have to go shag it anywhere because it was right there in that little cubicle. I'm just curious what happened to racquetball. Why did everybody quit playing it, and why are we all playing pickleball now? It makes no sense to me. Like people are lemmings. There's somebody, it's pickleball. Okay. I'm just saying racquetball seems like a much more efficient sport. That's all I'm saying. This seems like it'd be easier to organize. I just never understood why it never became a professional thing. Somebody needs to explain that to me. I don't get it. Why do we have professional racquetball players? Why weren't they ranked from 1 to 5? I missed that somehow. I missed that memo somehow. Anyway, anyway, I digress. Pickleball, I just can't make sense out of pickleball. I can't make it make sense to me. And why is it popular? I don't understand the popularity. Well, why is this? You got to go hunt the ball. No, I don't get it, man. I'm just saying, what the hell happened to racquetball? Why aren't we still doing that? That's all I'm asking. I'm just curious. I mean, if you're happy playing pickleball, more power to you. I just can't make it make sense to me. Why is it popular all of a sudden? Who invented this shit? And why do we care? I'm not gonna be hunting them ball. No, you go get the damn ball. I ain't getting it. I'd rather play racquetball where the ball is gonna eventually bounce back to me. I'm just gonna wait till this he quits bouncing, then I'll go pick it up. I might have to walk 2 feet. I'm not gonna have to run across the court to get a fucking pickleball. No, that just makes no sense to me, man. Somebody needs to make that make sense. Anyway, I digress. And yeah, what the hell happened to racquetball? Why did we quit playing that? I mean, it was like everywhere in the 70s and 80s. They were building those courses right up on top of each other. Again, to seem much more efficient, right? They're all right there, right on top of each other. You need a big space. No, you just build them right up on top of each other. You just keep bouncing a ball in a little cubicle. Just made sense. There we go. I'm just going to wait till that ball quits bouncing, and then I'll pick it up. Now we got this pickleball shit. I just can't make that make sense. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. I don't understand the game at all. I mostly don't understand why we care about it, right? Why do you want to play pickleball? I'd rather play racquetball. And why aren't we doing that anymore? Let it go, Tom. I digress, I digress, man. I can't. I get something stuck in my head and I can't let it go. I just can't make it make sense. Why do we quit playing racquetball? I was just getting good. And then it was gone. It was just starting to make sense to me. You just hit it, the ball goes, some people were really good at it, some not. I wasn't very good, to be honest with you, but at least I understood the game. It made sense in some weird way that you just, you hit the ball and it bounced and you tried to hit it when it bounced. That kind of made sense to me. I just can't make pickleball make sense. And why am I chasing that little fucking ball? I mean, I'd rather play racquetball because I don't have to chase that damn ball. Anyway, slot shit. But I digress, man. Check something real quick here. I don't think it matters at this particular moment in time, but I just want to make sure. Yeah, they still got me locked out of Facebook, those candy asses. Anyway, just checking. Just checking, man. Anyway, but I digress. So I'll keep messing with the mediums that'll let me in. I got YouTube and X, a social media platform formerly known as Twitter. I mean, X, really? I mean, you might as well just come full swastika on there. We all know what he's talking about, right? I mean, Musk is a Nazi from way back. He's not even trying to hide it at this point. I mean, he's not trying to hide that he's a racist son of a bitch at this point, is he? I mean, you might as well go full swastika because we know that's what he means. Musk nuts, I tell you what. He might as well go full Zig Heil because we know he's a Nazi. we know the motherfucker's a Nazi. It's time to quit hiding it. At least say what you mean. At least have the balls to admit who you are at this point. We all know it. We know he's a racist, homophobe. He might as well go full swastika at this point. I mean, it just doesn't matter. Anyway, I digress. I'm Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom and who else can I possibly offend this evening? I'm also Tom the Beer Whisperer, Beer Evangelist, prolific beer drinker, purveyor of wisdom and yeah. Use biscuits and gravy. All right, good guys. Slant you guys. Thanks for tuning in.